Hello, can everyone hear me? Can everyone hear me? Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. They need to see no videos. Mute all mics, and your video is the only video that should be seen is mine. Yes, I still have on my work clothes. I have not had the chance to change or anything as yet. Oh. Right there. All right, so we got 10 persons in here. Can someone put in the group that we're starting? Thank you so very much for whoever does. All right. Okay, so we're still at 10. Okay, so let's get started. So good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming. So I would suggest for those of you that are on here that you get a piece of paper. I do want you to jot down a few things as I speak, and I'll tell you exactly when and what you should be jotting down, as well as I told persons last week, don't wait for me to say what to jot down. If you hear something that you feel can be beneficial to you, my suggestion is for you to jot it down and keep it in your memory bank, because you don't know if I may decide to do you don't know if I may decide to do um, a quiz or give you an assignment. I'm trying to record at the same time. I'm wondering if my space ran out. Maybe it did. Yeah. So my suggestion is to take notes. Let me try and delete some stuff. Sorry, me, my memory is full. Hold up. Also, I want to put out there that last week's session is a part of the virtual classroom. I would have posted it there. So you guys can feel free to go and rewatch it for those that were absent or for those that could not make it. Feel free to go and watch the video. So I'm gonna try my best to post as much video as every class as I possibly can. All right, for those persons that are at cadets and so forth and so on. All right, let me try recording again. I got rid of some space. All right. All right. So those persons that are just joining us, let me do a quick recap because we have a short time. The video for last week was posted. So you can feel free, if you weren't here last week, you can feel free to go and watch that video and kind of catch up. I'm going to try and post a video every week for those persons who are at cadets and who would not have been in the class. Also, I've asked persons to get a book. I would suggest you get a book rather than a piece of paper for the class, just in case I give you some stuff to write. It's not every class that I do that, but I have some information that I would like for you to jot down. And I would have said that to you not to wait until I tell you to write something. If I say something and it's of value to you, write it down. All right, so this afternoon, our topic is decision making. All right, why did you choose this topic, Miss B? I chose this topic because my 10th graders out of the senior school need to understand the importance of making better decisions. You guys are fresh into senior high school, and it's my job to catch you at the beginning and but to steer you through senior high school. So when trying to make a good decision, a person must weigh the positive and the negative of each option and consider all alternatives. For effective decision making, a person must be able to forecast the outcome of each option as well, and based on all these items, determine which option is the best for the particular situation. Decision making. When I looked up the definition, it states the act or process of deciding something, especially with a group of people. Especially with a group of people. Meaning, especially when it comes to your friends and family members. And some of you around school are not making the right decision when it comes to your peers. You're getting involved into things that at your age you really, really, really should not be getting yourself into, right? So how do you make decisions? Do you flip a coin? Do you talk to a friend? Make a list of pros and cons? What do? Give me some feedback. If you guys have to make a decision between an assignment that's due on a Monday, let's say we're in Wednesday now, you have two set of assignments. One is due Tuesday, and the other one is due on Friday. Which one do you do first? Somebody talk to me. Which one do you do first? Hello, I need some feedback. Talk to me. The one that's Tuesday is math. Let's say the one that's Tuesday is math. And the one that's Friday is like social studies.
The one on Tuesday.
Social first.
The one on Tuesday.
Someone said they'll do the hardest one first.
That's Tuesday.
That's Mom. You gotta get that.
No.
That's Tuesday.
Social first. The social do Friday. Wednesday we doing social first.
I can't hear that person, that young lady.
She breaking up.
Let me turn my volume up. Okay. So you do the hardest one first. Let's say, okay, the hardest one being what, math?
That's Mom.
Okay. One of the things I tell my students is you prioritize. When you look at all of the homework that you have, you decide, okay, which one is due first? If you know why I say which one is due first over which one is hardest? Because you don't want to do, let's say for some people, social studies may be the hardest, but your social studies may be the hardest, but your math is due on Tuesday. So you don't want to have to tell your math teacher, Oh, I didn't get to that because you're trying to tackle what you figure to be the hardest for you, but that's not due until Friday. You have Wednesday, Thursday, Thursday evening, Thursday night to get that done. So don't think about what is hardest first. You make that decision. It's called being organized. Do a process of elimination. Which of these 10 homeworks I have is due first? And you start to go based on that. I would not suggest that you tackle the hardest one first. If it was me, I was tackling the one that was most current, meaning which one is the closest to the date, and the ones that are the most easiest, because I can knock them out quicker than anything else. If something is hard to me, I'm going to spend more time trying to complete it and get it done, right or wrong.
You're right.
I just say it. All right? So it says, decisions are not always easy to make, especially when it comes to something as important as your life. All right? You may be surprised to know the half of all the people that simply fall into the place of being lazy or lucky, or because they are unaware of certain options, or unlucky because they are unaware of certain options. Let me break that down for you. Your friend and another girl or another guy having odds. They vibing. You being the best friend, decide, this is my boy. That's my best friend. Ain't nobody can say nothing to them because they my friend. But you don't know. John Doe who they robbing with got a knife in their pocket, got a gun behind their back, got a gun in their car, got 10 boys down the road. You don't know, but you take it upon yourself to jump in it. You don't know the situation. You don't know if your friend would have stolen something. You don't know if your friend would have said something first, because I will assure y'all, people do lie. And even though y'all call most of these people your friends, you trust no one because they will not tell you the truth. And you will learn that as you get older. So you only looking at it as my boy wife is my wife. My friend wife is my wife. But you go with your little brassy self, that's your friend, and you get involved in it. And you end up getting stabbed, or you end up getting shoot, or you end up getting gang. Who do I blame in that situation? Come talk to me, guys. Who do I blame? Who's to blame? Hello?
Myself, you see.
Myself.
I can't hear you.
Myself.
Exactly. Because you don't know all of the particulars of the situation. All you know is you see your boy or you see your friend in a situation, and is a quick instant decision. Bam. This my friend. I can't let my friend get gang, but you ain't know your friend just steal $20 because it dropped on the floor and the other boy see him pick it up. And he chose to be a stealer, but you don't know that. You just know my friend. Yes, there's something going down and it ain't going down with me. But you'll be surprised at how some of these same little decisions or incorrect decisions could cost your death, could cost your parents agony, could cause your family have issues. All right? So influence of decisions. When you are faced with making a decision, there are many factors that influence the choices you make. Some come within yourself, some come from within yourself, and others come from outside. Some influences promote wise decisions. Some influences promote wise decisions, while others may lead you to make poor ones. Some common influences include the following. Now, as I say it, make sure I write it down. All right, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points. All right, point number 1, your attitude. Attitude, girl. Y'all remember that song? I know y'all remember that. All right? Your attitude, a positive attitude can often help you recognize more options. Listen to me. Let me repeat that again. A positive attitude can often help you recognize more options. If your friend is a hothead in the situation, it is your job as the friend to keep a cool head so that the two of y'all don't end up suspended. If this is your friend, I just said, if this is really your friend, you would want your friend to stay in school, or you would want your friend to stay on their job, or you would want your cousin to live a long life. So it's your job to then say, I'm going to keep the cool head. I am going to try and think logically about this situation. Is it worth it? Because right up through there, y'all know. In an argument, in an altercation, you're not thinking. You're not processing everything that could possibly happen. And I can tell you that because Miss B was young once too. You have the devil on this side and you have Jesus on this side, and you got this little tugging going on, like I really should walk away, but this dude then say something to me, this girl then say something to me, and nobody can disrespect me and make me feel some type of way. Yeah, but then, if you get in trouble, then that's a whole different thing. But I ain't on that run, because you see what is happening is, right now, I feel some type of way, and this ain't girl like this. Yeah, but you gotta understand, you can get in trouble, and the situation may go left, and then all of a sudden, you just fling that same little voice off of that, and you be like, yeah, well, it's on. I right or I wrong? Tell me if
Real
I'm
right.
You're right.
You right.
Real right. Time to scrap.
That's how it is be. But if your friend is your friend could help you calm down to make a better decision that may make your life be a little bit longer and make you not have to be suspended or be expelled when it comes to school or even get in trouble. So your attitude plays a role. It helps you view decisions as interesting challenges and learning experiences. Because guess what? Miss B wasn't always this big and beautiful. Miss B had a temper at one point too. God is still working on me. Y'all always pray, make sure lift Miss B up in prayer. So, it comes with growth and maturity, and I understand that. But after you've overcome one bad decision with a good decision, you pat yourself on the back and you say, okay, what did I learn from this? That I can't ignore ignorant people. And there are some stupid people in the world. And I cannot let them get to me. And you will see how easy it is. Is someone mic? Oh, y'all can mute your mics after y'all and talk, because I hear some interference in the background. Yeah. So, you will realize that, hey, you can walk away from certain things. Cedric. All right, let's mute these mics. Mute all. All right. So you realize that you can walk away from certain things and you can make better decisions, all right? The next point, 2, emotions. Feelings. I'm deep in the feelings. And I go for the boys too. They always in their feelings. It ain't just the girls. It's the boys too. These emotions, I can need your love. Take them, put them in a box, put them under the bed, leave them home. Don't bring them to school. I don't want to deal with it. Leave it there. Because listen, impulsive decisions are often the result of emotion. Try to remain objective and recognize how your emotions are affecting you as you make a decision. Listen to me. If it's too hot, y'all let's be ready to fight. If it's too cold, you get irritated at the teacher. If it's humid, you just whatever, buck up, go. I don't understand. where all of this emotion is coming from. I don't understand. Why? Why? Why everybody in their feelings nowadays? Y'all who have little boyfriends or little girlfriends, they say something to you, your whole day mess up. You got to get to a place where you say to yourself, listen to me. I am not letting anything bother me at all. My objective is to come to school, get this little education, go home. If you want, listen to me. If you have a friend and they choosing to be moody young ladies, leave them. They're having a moment. You go get your lunch and come back. And if they still like that, then they can get over it. Young man, when your boys them want carry on or your little female friends will get, leave them. You didn't come here to babysit nobody. You did not come here to babysit no one. And you yourself, when it comes to an argument, have to be able to bring yourself back. Yes, I know, Miss B. That's easier said than done. I fully understand. I fully understand. Trust me, I do. But practice makes perfect. Practice makes you, once you practice from at home, when mommy or daddy upset you, you have a count mechanism. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like the Super Saiyan. Yameka. Yeah, I can need that. I can need that little count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you try to bring yourself back. Listen, I ain't expect this to happen overnight, but I know I'm being humorous. But I want you guys to really understand me and take me serious. These things work. They work. Because guess what? If you don't make better decisions, let me tell you the percentage in the world right now when it comes to our young men. And then I'm going to go to the young ladies. The young men, the majority of them in prison. And here's why they're in prison. Because the majority of them killing the other young men. So you got another percentage who dead. And I think everyone in the Bahamas has felt a pinch from all of the crime that's happening because you either know someone, whether it be a young person or older person who was in a tragic accident or a tragic murder situation. Then you got one set in jail, one set dead. Then you got another set who just ain't making no sense. And this is why we are trying to catch you guys while you're still young, because it would sadden me to know that you would have passed through my hands and I didn't try my best to say, listen, have a plan for when you come to the school. Know where you're going. Your education is important. If you're gonna have a girlfriend, here's where we go. And I'm gonna say this because this is a society that we live in. If you have an alternative lifestyle, then we need to discuss some things, but it is what it is. Then the fourth percentage is the set who choose to have an alternative lifestyle. So we don't have much men actually making sense in society. We don't. And most of you are a product of single parent home. Speaking to the young men now, single parent home where you only see your mom. You only see your mom. Now, ladies are getting involved in these poor decisions too because you're lining yourself up with young men who ain't making themselves nothing, ain't trying to go nowhere, ain't about nothing. And you end up Fox Hill, pregnant, with a disease, or just lost. You just lost. You're knocking from pillar to post, or you have a little piece of job where you living from paycheck to paycheck. Miss B don't want that for y'all. I don't. All right? So the next point is value and ethics. Value and ethics. That's point number 3. Value and ethics. I can leave that to y'all to find the definition of value and ethics, for those of you that don't know. All right? So it says, these principles that guide the way we live are the basis of all decisions you make. Your decisions should always reflect your value and your ethics. Some of y'all know it in yourself. No. Y'all come from a home where either your daddy is a pastor, your mommy is an evangelist, or they go to church 24/7. So you see them praying, you see them seeking God, you see them doing certain things, but you choose to follow friends. Listen to me. Listen. All the Lindas and Lindos on this call, please do not forget your values that your parents and your school is putting in you. You will remember this conversation that I'm having with you. Do not. I understand peer pressure is a real thing. It's real. I get it. But at the end of the day, you have to be true to who you are. I ain't saying, don't have your own personality, don't have your little swag or whatever. But somebody should not be able to convince you to steal, to curse, if you're not a person that curses on the regular, drink, if you're not doing it at home with your parents, smoke, beat someone up to get in their gang. If that's not you, then that's not you. And you stand up with the utmost confidence and say, listen, I ain't about that life. Like, if that's what y'all want to do, that's what y'all want to do. Y'all who gamble in school because your friends gamble, if that's not you, that's not you. Be like, bro, listen, I ain't about that life. I'll stand you though. And stand like way off, So like if the administrators come, you there. Technically you there, but you ain't there. You have enough room that you could slide out. And when they be like, boy, where you been? I was right there, But no, y'all is one stand close by, peeking over, cheering it on. And boy, you get $5. Boy, you get 20. Boy, you get $200 and whatever. That's not you. You look more ignorant trying to fit in than if you were to say, no. All the girls who try to fit in with the hairstyles and the flipping of the skirts and all these different things and whatever, you look more retarded trying to look like you're the rest of your friends compared to you just being you. And that's real. That's real. Why are you trying to fit in with the crowd when God has ordained you to be uniquely you? Do not forget your values and ethics. Family. Family is not just blood. I will say that. You have some people, as you guys get older, you'll realize that you'll have some people who you meet on this road called life, and they are family. You build that bond and they become like a sister or brother. So family, your family has guided your development, taught you value and model decision making. Their influence continues to affect you as you make decisions. And I would have said that. You come from a Christian home. And Ms. Metal is speaking from experience. Because when my back was against the wall in certain situations, the only thing I could remember was things that my mommy would say to me. And I'd be like, boy, I should have listened. Ooh, okay. And then I got to revamp in my head and figure out how I can get out of the situation. Y'all ain't gonna never tell us, because at that point, I ain't going to my mom and say, Mommy, you was right, Y'all, we don't do that. But if you want to be honest, the truth is the truth. The truth is the truth, All right? So this the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth point is your peers. And I think I've been saying this the whole time. Be careful not to allow peers to influence. Be careful not to allow peers to influence or lead you into making poor decisions. Consider what your peers say. Listen to this. Consider what they say, but always return to your values and ethics as a screen for making your decision. If your friends say, girl, I feel like this skirt too long, you need to flip this. Be like, okay then. and you go right in the bathroom stall and you weigh that out. If I flip my skirt, is so and so may see, and I remember such and such get in trouble. And what if they call my mommy? You know what? If you gotta do all of that thinking, I just being real. After a hard day of school, I don't any unnecessary thinking I need to do. I know but y'all. But if you gotta do anything in life that you have to think about that much, that's a dud. You need to do it. You don't need to be evaluating because you know it's wrong. You know it's wrong. Like, we don't even need to, it's wrong. And you just have that little nudge on you to say, you know what, this is not right, but you want to follow fashion, you want to follow your friends, you want that attention from boys. All right? Media. That's the next one. We are overwhelmed with information through media. Much of it advertising and editorializing aim to influence your options and decisions. Be objective and logical when evaluating what you hear and what you see on social media. Love and hip hop. Listen, I want y'all to understand. All these YouTube, the relationship things,
Right.
listen, all of these things, yes, Miss B knows about them. What the couple name? Tell me, what they name? It's not real.
You ain't funny, babe.
It is not real. These things ain't real. All right, so come on, like y'all know. Y'all know, so what y'all following fashion for? All of these, see, listen to me, the gold tips, trends. Because y'all see, what the rapper, oh God, what the rapper name that everybody have up on there?
Young boy.
Young boy.
Young boy.
Young boy, I'm telling you.
Yes, young boy.
Okay, well, I guess it's him. And then the one that had died, who gets shot in the car?
Oh, X Tentacion. Right.
And then the one who do the video with Nicki Minaj, he gone up to jail.
Oh, what is name? Oh, the white nigga man.
Right, with the color hair.
6ix9ine.
Yeah, 6ix9ine. Yeah.
6ix9ine.
That's his name?
Yeah.
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah, thank you.
My boy.
Right.
So, all of these different trends, people going now and following, these things ain't real. Like, this isn't an image. Look, y'all remember Lil Gaga when she first came out? Y'all can remember her?
Look at this.
Okay. Anyway, let's move right along. Society and culture. Cultural tradition, religious belief, social expectations, and current trends often influence your decision. I didn't cover that with all of the mute your mics. All right, I didn't cover that with all of the trends, the gold tips that y'all have in your mouth to make your mouth funky. I don't know I don't know how the little girls is like y'all talk to them like for real, like that's just nasty. That is no. Any sensible young lady ain't want no man with no gold tip in their mouth. Mute your mic. Ain't want no young man with no gold tip. That is not cute at all. I don't know. And if a young girl tell you that that's cute, something wrong with her, leave her alone, run away. She's retarded. No. All right? So economic factors. Decisions about how to spend and save money are usually influenced by the amount of money that's there or that you have. Good money management can help you make the most out of your financial resources. On this particular point, for those of you that can ask your parents for money for shoes and clothes and everything else, to go out, carry someone on a date, everything else. But when it comes time for important things, y'all mouth zip. A field trip, You say, bring your money in. Boy, Miss B, my mommy ain't got that kind of money. Boy, Miss B, I carry the letter home, you know. And ain't like I know. When your little buggers want to do something, listen to me. It don't, y'all know how to nag y'all parents. I have a son. I know how it works. When y'all ain't interested in something, the most excuse. The most. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop, because guess what? Everything we do is to help y'all. It's to help y'all. All right? So let's run through these little points quickly so we could get off this call. 5 ways to develop good decision making. I got touch screen. I forget. All right, 5 ways to develop good decision making. Practice making good choices. All right, that's number 1. You practice making good choices. Number 2, let me know if I'm going too fast. Those of you that are writing that down. All right, number 2, talk about the decisions that you've made with parents or a mentor or your guidance counselor. All right, so you talk about it. Number 3, you use the decision-making steps, which are identify the decision to be made, think about the option, evaluate. Hold on, someone's coming in. Evaluate the options and choose the best one. And then number 4, put your choice into action and check how it worked for you. All right? All of that, those points fall under number 3. Now, number 4, the 4th step in the decision making, ask the right questions. Ask the right questions. Y'all young men especially, don't follow behind these friends because you don't know what most of them into. Trust me. You don't know what most of them into. Ask the right questions. All right? And number 5, encourage yourself after making a good decision. If your parent asks you in the front of the teacher, did you do the work? And you know it in yourself you didn't do it. Just say, no, mom, I ain't do it. Own up to it. Own up to it. If your friend, or I'll say it because you're all in a relationship anyway. If your girlfriend or your boyfriend asks you something, you ain't got a reason to lie. The only person you fear on this earth is God and your parents. Next. That's it. So you tell the truth by any means necessary. Make the right decision. And pat yourself on the back to say, you know what? At the end of the day, to every action, there's a reaction or consequence. You made the decision. So be a man or a woman to deal with the consequence. All right? So that's all I have for you guys today. Are there any questions for me?
No, mom. I'm telling you.
Huh?
What's the topic for today's call? Because I had to come in late.
Making the right decisions.
Yes, mom.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so we good?
Yes, mom.
Yes, mom.
Was it a good class?
Yes,
Yes,
mom.
ma'am.
You're speaking fast.
Yes.
I
come there, but you were
Some of these children, and you needed to hear that.
Yes, mom.
Including
Me,
you?
Timothy.
Hey,
No. I
Yes,
good.
Timothy. Yes, Timothy.
All righty, I'll talk to y'all later. So the assignment is gonna be posted tonight. Remember, you have
Oh,
a
Lord.
journal. Yes, Jesus.
Mom, we play. No, man. Stop that.
Oh,
My move was going. They're good, mom. What's going on, man?
You know you have a journal to write for me on your take of what I said. Make sure it's a
Mom.
page, all right? And then you're gonna have a little assignment to do. That's gonna be your classwork. You have a week to get it done, guys. You could do
All
this.
right, then. That's some good time.
There we go.
Okay.
All right, good night, everyone.
Good night.
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 Good night.
Night.